Where'd we make it to? Made her to Canada. First time in a new country. Illegally. So we just got to our private island campsite on international waters. Hello, my name is Chet Morgan and welcome to the channel where I take you on an outdoor adventure of mine. This past weekend I took my girlfriend Amber up to Ely, Minnesota to the Boundary Waters Canoe Area where we rented a canoe for one night and did a overnight paddling trip. We had a lot of good food, had some good times, got a lot of sunburn. It was very warm, it was about 95 degrees both days. So it was very warm and it did not end as expected. So if you're familiar with the Boundary Waters at all, you're gonna be pretty familiar with the town of Ely. That starts here. And if you take this Highway 18 out quite a ways, about 15 miles or so, you get to where we started our trip. So we started our trip here down at the kind of southwest end of Moose Lake at Canadian Border Outfitters. And we just started paddling our way up the lake. Once we got to this green line here, that signified that we are officially in the Boundary Waters area. And these lakes, all the lakes that we stayed on did allow motorboats at a certain like mile per hour, I think under 25 miles an hour. Most of the Boundary Waters, you can't have any sort of motor at all, but just happened to be that the lakes that we chose, boats were allowed. Next time we go up, we're probably going to choose some inland lakes where that's different, because that does kind of take away from some of the natural kind of beauty of the Boundary Waters. But we paddled up, and once we got to these little tiny islands here, just little itty bitty ones, we stopped and got some lunch. Hey folks, we made it to the Boundary Waters Canoe Area. We stopped at Canadian Border Outfitters and picked up our canoe, which we rented for one night. We paddled for about 2 hours in like 90-degree weather. We had to stop and get some lunch, ate some ramen on an island on Moose Lake. We're gonna continue paddling probably for another 3 hours or so until we get to our camp spot, and then I'm gonna do some fishing and hanging out.
We're gonna portage, but we're gonna portage towards the end, right?
I think so.
Okay. Well, that'll be nice.
I know, it's very disheartening. I'm sailing away. Now I gotta redo that because he sneezed. And once we were done eating, we continued our paddle up through Newfound Lake, up past Horseshoe Island, and we stopped at one of these kind of island campgrounds as well to get a little, just kind of a little break. It's warm. We just stopped on an island, just past Horseshoe Island, just a little one. Get some shade, hang out, rest. I think we're like 2/3 of the way there maybe. So we're getting there, but it's warm. I'm ready to do some fishing. And then from there we continued on up through Sucker Lake, and then we started heading straight west to Prairie Portage. We've made it to Prairie Portage. We're taking the Canada side. First time in a new country. Illegally. All right, so we did our first portage. We just brought all our goods. Now we're gonna go back and get the canoe.
Chet's gonna go back and get the
canoe.
canoe.
But check out these rapids and the falls here. All right, we just portaged to the canoe.
Ew.
It's down by the paddles now. All right, we got her. Just portaged to the canoe. It hurt. I'm dead now. Making the push to the campground now. Wish us luck. God, there's bugs everywhere, dude. Should we cut back, you suppose? It might be those. Or that island. Is this an island right here? Yeah, because it shows there's an island between this thing, this big one right here, and this, like right there. So it looks like a peninsula. And then once we crossed the portage, we went past Inlet Bay, all the way up and around through past Green Island here, which is a huge island. And then we got to our campsite, which is right here. The view from our campsite. So over there is Minnesota, over there is Canada. We're in international waters, baby. Tent set up. We're going to cool off in the water a little, get some food, and then put a line in the water. We went swimming to clean up a little bit. It was a warm day, long day. It took like a lot longer to get here than we thought, so I don't even know. So we left the outfitter at like 9, or what'd I say?
8:15.
8:15 this morning, and we just got to the island campsite at 5 in the afternoon. So it took a really long time. We're wore out. It was really hot. Got really sunburned. But we swam a little bit, and now we're gonna cook some food. Maybe start a fire to keep the bugs away, because the bugs are
terrible.
They're rough.
They're invasive, man.
Yeah.
Of my privacy.
I wanted to go to an inland lake and do some fishing, but I think I'm just gonna fish off the island today. See if we can't catch something after we eat. We're trying one of these Mountain House adventure meals, beef stroganoff, which is probably one of our most eaten meals at the house. So we're gonna give her a go. Yummy.
Mm.
So I boiled the water. I put her in for 5 minutes. Then we'll stir it and put it in for another 4. Whoa, the bugs are wild. Yummy. It's fucking hot. Feel that? Cheers.
Cheers.
Hot.
It's not bad.
No, it just needs S&P. Big time salt and pepper. Gabby, what's up? Not as good as the Hamburger Helper stuff, but it'll do in a pinch. I don't know if it's worth the $9 I spent on it.
It was really
shit.
$9.
Oh!
What is it?
It's a little piece of beef that hit my sunburn, dude.
Oh.
That was warm.
I thought it was like bug guts or bird poop.
Don't like it. Ouch! Ow, that hurts,
that keep
dude. Because
happening?
I'm shaking and stuff. I gotta stand up. That hurts like.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
Yeah, I see that. All right, I'm fishing.
There's spiders in that tree.
There's spiders? Holy crap, that's cold. Thinking of that?
Yeah.
That's where they are too.
Eh.
Yeah, baby. No bait, just straight up.
Bobber.
Oh yeah. We should put a little piece of that meat on there.
Yeah.
That was just a warm-up cast. See how it went. Oh, a fish just followed it, bro.
Just a small animal, but I see an animal. It's black though, and babe, no, relax, please. It's just a bird. It's a really cool bird.
I'm sorry, Jesus Christ.
But I think it's gone now. Oh, that was so cool, dude. The first thing I said is it's a small animal. And it's black. Did you think it was a bear? Nice toss. Sorry, I'll stop.
Yeah, you like me bowling. Nice toss. Now I get it. Holy
Oh.
Ooh, she's a fighter, dude.
Yeah, baby. Bring her in. I'm excited.
Dude, he's mad, bro.
Oh, yeah? Is this Den? Oh.
Oh, man, I shouldn't have freaking lollygagged, eh?
That's okay. I still got it on.
That counts, but that's kind of more embarrassing than not catching it at all.
What happened?
Oh, he just got off the hook.
Oh.
Cut himself free.
So,
Looked like a little
why did he grab it? Like, I want to know. There's no bait. I guess.
That's obviously where the fuck. No fish. We did have the one bite that I failed to land, and then we were kind of playing with them all night, but good couple hours of fishing. Probably 45 minutes. But
I don't know. It's not like longer.
It might have been longer. I really don't know. But I don't know what we're going to do. Probably get a snack. Start a fire.
Get rid of these bugs.
Get rid of these bugs. I'm so sunburnt, dude. I look like Jake Paul.
Look at my knees.
Yeah, dude.
Can you see it on the camera?
They match your hair.
You can.
Yeah, baby. That hair is nice. Well, folks, I woke up around 6:30 today and had some coffee, stoked the fire, just kind of hung out while Amber slept in. But we just got everything packed up. We're gonna load up the canoe and take off. It's about 8:30, so we're leaving today the same time we left yesterday. Hopefully it doesn't take us 8 hours to get back. But it's another hot one, and yeah, we're just gonna get going. Goodbye, Private Island.
Bye.
On international waters. Yep. So technically it's like... So we began our trip back from the island campsite that we stayed on in Bayley Bay, and we made it all the way to Sucker Lake, and through that kind of first part of the journey, the wind was getting pretty bad, and I was hoping that it was just going to be like an early morning kind of rough weather kind of a thing, and it was coming almost straight west to east, the wind. So it was a little nerve-wracking, but we got to Prairie Portage, we made that, and they got all the way to the north end of Sucker Lake. When we got there, the wind was coming like straight out of the southwest from Moose Lake all the way through Newfound Lake and Sucker Lake. So it was like almost a wind tunnel coming straight against us. So we were trying to paddle against it, The waves were probably about a foot high that was creating, and one wave even crashed over into the canoe when we were paddling, and we just couldn't do it. So there's an island just on the north end of Sucker Lake that we kind of stopped our canoe at, and we waved down one of the taxi boats that taxi canoes from the resorts to wherever they're starting their canoe trip, so they don't have to paddle on such big lakes. We waved one of those folks down, and they picked us up and took us all the way to a public landing on Moose Lake, which was like 80% of the trip that he cut off there. And then we called Canadian Border Outfitters, and they came and picked us up. So we didn't have to paddle against the wind for forever. I think we would have probably had to stop for the night if no one stopped. So we're just thankful that we got off the lake when we did, because it was getting pretty rough. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I'll be posting more of my outdoor adventures. So thank you for watching.